Hello everyone, how are we doing? Currently I'm actually trying to troubleshoot having getting Cameron into the game. Apparently we're having some technical difficulties, as you'd expect. So yeah, we are currently waiting on that. Wait to see with that. But like I say, I guess we can showcase the save so far, as I lose about 3/4 of my head from doing that. Let's do that. So annoying to adjust this. There we go. Yeah, so we have got ourselves pretty darn decent little team going with Shrewsbury. First go to, just make sure, yeah. If we just go to schedule, no competitions. Myself, I'm Shrewsbury Town, and then we've got Big Cameron in sixth and fourth, who is Portsmouth. Transfer wise, not exactly, as you can see, got all that much to play with. As you can see, we've got Cameron in the safe now, so all good. But yeah, so if we just organise this by date, you can see that we have only made 2 signings so far. There's Pierrick and George McEachran. McEachran, an absolute solid little player, to be honest with you. They've managed to pull him from Chelsea on a free, which is stuff that we love to see. We have, I don't know if they're still on trial, might have finished. We did have former Crystal Palace midfielder Luke Dreher on trial. Unfortunately, as of so far at least, hasn't didn't really impress me, to be honest with you. You've got a lot of like the technical and mental attributes that are pretty good, but you know, you just look at those physical attributes and there's just not really too much juice to it. I mean, 6 stamina in a gegenpress system just isn't going to cut it. You know, like I say, like it's nice seeing like some of the stats, like, you know, like 16 determination. His teamwork's not too bad. He's off the ball work. So you know, if his physicals were a little bit better, like I say, you might look at him there as like a squad player, but just at the minute, just doesn't appeal to me, to be honest with you, at all. Feels a little bit more like a probably like a comp. I'd probably like put him in like maybe like a lower league, like League 2 side, like mid-table League 2 maybe. Like I say, that physicality just kills you in League 1. I just don't think that, you know, he has the granules. I mean, like you see, I mean, he's been at Bromley on loan for the first half of the season. Not really something in which we're too interested. If we just look at ourselves at the current second, one thing I do need to sort out is corners. And we do need a new routine. We don't have a corner taker. That's we want an attacking one. We want near post, and then who's got a little bit of height to it. Pierrick's not going up there. Tom Bloxham is actually pretty tall, so him. Pierrick coming in at back stick. Flanny. Where's Shippers? Right, so Shippers is on it. So I feel like that'd be pretty good. I'll most definitely do pretty well for us. And then again, I think a near post. Tom at near post. Shippers there, and then is it putting Pierrick, I'm assuming, on the corners? Yeah, so George, you can stay out there, that's fine. It's quite a defensive corner tactic, isn't it? It's not. The Costa will put back, he's got pace. 188 centimetres, we need him. Who forgot? I feel. Let's put Shippers at back post. I feel that works a bit better. Or does it make more sense for Winchester to go back stick? Yeah, let's put Winchester at back stick. That's a lot better. So that's both of those set. That's good. Throwing. We do have a lot of tall players, but the question is, do we have someone who is capable of, in the attacking sense? I've got anyone who's capable of a long throw is the question. or do we just keep it short? I feel like I don't want to tinker with it too much so far. I feel like we're throwing it. We might keep the same. Long throws potentially. And then the other thing that I want to do, I want to create a new tactic. Thing is, do I want it Gagan? This is like going to be the one that we're going to be doing against the bigger top sides. I think the Gegenpress, the issue that we've got is that we're a League 1 side, so I've got to be careful with the amount that I'm putting into committing bodies forward. Because I don't want to look at it and be in a position where yo, Pops, how you doing, man? It's been a while since I've managed to get myself live. How's the big mighty Wednesday been? Like, the thing is, we need to pack the midfield. I'm doing well, mate. Bit of a long day at work, but now I get to think through. I get to stress out about Football Manager. I don't want to. Do we go direct counter? I feel like cautious just is inviting too much pressure on us. Route 1 just feels a little bit too. Fucking flying, mate. Hopefully, bring Hector back in with the league. I've said this, having played Plymouth recently. I don't think they're sustaining. I don't think they're sustaining themselves at the top. To be honest with you, they look really average against us. I get the feeling it'll be you top and probably Ipswich second. That sort of, and then probably Derby through the playoffs. Start doing myself a favour and stop slouching. I think we go Gegenpress, because I feel like what we can do in that situation would bring Shipley back. Or would we? Because the thing is, Pierick prefers the winger role. So I feel like in that situation we'd do attack and let's try, depending on where we are, to distribute to the flanks and then just try and counter on them as well as we can. It's going to be an interesting one though. We could look at the idea of perhaps maybe a 3-5-2 system. Because Da Costa can play there pretty well. Shipley, I take it can't. Shipley can't. Can Nurse play wing back? Nurse can play wing back. He's not blisteringly fast, but can have that. And I've noticed as well, 17 long throwing. That's definitely something we can exploit. So pull that in. Shipley would drop and probably bring in Pennington. I don't think Pierick can play up front. So then we push McEachran forward to play as an AP on attack. So it'd almost be like that how we play it. So change Winchester then from that to a ball winner. So then we'd be a lot more solid in this bank against the bigger sides. Potentially, like I say, the only issue that would be losing would be this area here. So potentially we would ideally want to play with a sweeper. I'm just trying to think about that. We definitely need someone to sweep this area. I don't think Pennington is that. He's the more no-nonsense bloke who's going to just... No nonsense. The thing is, against big teams, are we wanting to play two ball winners? That's the issue. I don't want to play two. Put him as a stopper. So that should then negate that issue of Winchester having to drop into this space as much, because then you got Flanagan and Moore who can cover this space, and then DaCosta and Nurse make the solid bank of 4. So that should be good. And Pike goes out on loan to Scunthorpe, strugglers in real life. Definitely the minute though. Tactic 1 is definitely the one we're looking at as Pennington comes out. Winchester goes back, and Shipley goes out on to the left. Pretty good stuff for us there. We'll just wait for Cameron now. Right, so I think we do have Pizza Cup. Is it Pizza Cup or is it League Cup? It's League Cup we've got against Lincoln. That's board expectations for League. Be competitive, so we don't really care. Lincoln would be good to get through, but we've got to have one eye on fixture congestion. FA Cup gives us a lot more money as well. So I much prefer an FA Cup run. That would be my idea on that. Let's just have a cheeky little look at what Cameron's up to in terms of the transfer window. What's he made? Tell you what, he's a decent little player he's got there. That versatility of being able to play all the way up either flank is just going to be so good for him. Decent as a wide centre back, so if he moves to a 3, it's a decent little player for him. Obviously, he is in possession of probably one of the prize assets of the league in Dane Scarlett. A player who 3 goals in 2 appearances, so he's definitely knows where the net is, which is concerning, like I say. Get ourselves back to Cameron's actually playing early, so we can actually view. So let's have a see how he gets on against Wimbledon. Might have to go 7th. So he's got Rafferty. Well, I can't see what he's got. Morrison. I forget how fast Cameron watches Football Manager, to be honest with you. I've never seen someone play FM so fast. Early doors though, a lot of possession for him. Decent passing accuracy. So he's definitely creating quite a lot. Seems like he's definitely trying to exploit the flanks. Dane Scarlett there getting unlucky. Yeah, it's one thing that I say that like Cameron's in a good position, to be honest with you. He's got a lot of talented forward players. Marlon Pack. It is. Cracking signing for a player for him. I am not too sure as to whether I've just broke Cameron's game for him or not. Hopefully not. So, I don't know if this is like you pause Cameron or it's like it's actually... There we go. 1-0, we missed a goal. Morrison into Mallenpack. Beautiful ball over the top. And then the danger man we spoke about before his game. Dane Scallop giving him the lead. Just a running behind and a beautiful pick out by Mallenpack. Has to be careful of Rafferty, who does look like he's picked up an injury though. But it does look like the Lincoln... no, not bloody Lincoln. Wimbledon are trying to go more through the middle of him. Which I don't really think's like something that really works for them, to be honest with you. I'll show you when we start the second half just a bit of the formation Cameron's playing. It doesn't really... So I just take, like, the way Cameron's playing just completely takes out their attacking midfielder. Very talented midfielder. But you can see here with the playing a DM in Mallenpack and then Lowry just in front of him just doesn't give either of these players any sort of room in the pocket. So he's sort of not really giving the defenders that, you know, defenders aren't really having a one-on-one situation, which is definitely going to help him. He's brought Rafferty off. See there, they're trying to exploit the flanks, but he's just too caged in. You get there the issue that one of their midfielders did push out to give Azal that space, but did manage to cope with it. I think whether or not there's a little bit of fatigue that's coming in could be an option. Obviously, like I say, we're both dealing with League One sides. We're not dealing with Premier League sides. Just have these like get them real gas tanks. But Mallenpack, like I say, done a real decent little game for him today. Let's say he still is doing pretty well. Dane Scallop there, icing on the cake stuff. Dale flies forward with it. Ball in behind. A ball that I feel like Cameron's exploiting quite a lot. Cameron definitely knows where the exploits are in this game. A kick-off highlight though, for ones we always love. They've got it back though, hack it into Vincent. Gives it away needlessly as Al can't touch it down. It's getting a bit cagey stuff. Scarlett's found a beautiful pass there, to be fair to him. Oh, it's decent stuff from Cameron, to be honest with you. Advances to the second round of the League Cup in what is a very relatively dominant performance, to be honest with you. So GG's on him. As now we face Lincoln, who's a little bit of a tougher challenge for us. Obviously, we do have the issue that Lincoln are on FM at least quite good this year. Maybe not as good in not really replicating their real life form, but we're definitely, like I say, doing stuff right. Apologies if you see me keep looking over here. I'm doing different type of encoding tonight, so I'm just trying to monitor that, whether I'm getting frame drops or anything such as that. Because like I say, FM's a real weird game for me. It's a non-intense game that seems to absolutely just not run right. But yeah, I've changed the some stuff around. So hoping that does work. We'll though have a cheeky little gander at some. The thing is, what's the rule with loans? Because we've got a lot of loans, but I sort of feel like a winger on loan would do us really well. That's just what I'm thinking, right? You know, if we can just get someone who can come in on loan and just sort of offer us something, would be perfect, to be honest. It does appear that Cameron has been kicked out of the... Cameron's been kicked out. I might have to... re-invite the boy. Don't know what's happened there. Very strange, but whilst we are waiting for Cameron to rejoin us, again, we're in a position where he's not looking too bad, this Davis bloke, but he just sort of seems a bit average. We have got 66. We have got about 60k we can play with. That's one thing we can bear in mind. So if we do need to pay a fee for someone, we do have that money. Josh Sims. I would pretty much just be signing him because he's fast, but I swear Matty Kennedy's not too bad. Doesn't look terrible. Doesn't look terrible. But yeah. The only issue with this is like we spend so much money on just trying to scout people. Well, Maxi Dean. I swear Max Dean's gone somewhere in real life. You know, like League One club or something he's gone to. This bloke's got an absolute wonderful name. But I just don't know enough about him. Joel. A player who have heard decent things about. Somebody who's worth scouting. I don't think it harms us in putting a loan offer for, and then we can go from there, and we can certainly give it a bit of a go. We need, what do we need? Ideally another centre back, because Pennington can play right back as well, so I can always use him for that. Christian Sadie is pretty decent for us when it comes to, he can play a numerous amount of positions, but really what I'm thinking, Bowman. We've got Street. We've got Rob Street on at the minute. I like Rob Street's not too far off the same player, so I feel like I'm fine with that. I feel like we'll go with the same side. I'll just be a bit more conscious on what we're doing. Forgot to save as well. I was meant to do that. So I keep getting. I keep getting myself my wires caught. Go on, lads. Pick up where you picked up last time. So we kick off. I didn't see their formation. We can see it now. So they're matching us. So we're going to have to be careful, but we can go man for man with them in this formation. Bishop for them with a free kick routine for the keeper. Not, however, made to look into the to-be routine. McEachran, as you can see already, having a decent little game. It's going to be very hard for us to sort that out. Passes coming down Da Costa's side. We'll have to bear that one in mind. Come on, Da Costa. Easy does it, lad. Back to keeper, lad. Flanagan with a hopeful ball forward. Need to be there. Winchester is. McEachran's got Pierick out wide, but goes into blocks him instead. He's got a lot of the goal to aim at, and he finds the back of the net. Big Thomas. Cameron, with his clipboard in the stands, will be writing his name down for sure. The big question is, will Cameron be able to afford a £1 million striker? Brilliant ball in behind. Blocks him just playing just behind the two defenders. It's running in between them two. Running in front of the defender. Putting him in a tough position where he can either foul him or basically let him go through and score, which we did do. In terms of XG, it's a fairly similar game. Obviously, that goal did push us up pretty goddamn well. Blocks him on a yellow card, as per usual. Things are doing well, but I think we're capable of better. I am thinking we keep Georgie out there for a bit of time. I am going to give DeCosta a bit of a rest. And we will give Matthew Pennington, former Everton man, a little bit of a run out. Let's just see how we can get on with that. Early changes, I think we just need to make one. I don't think we need too many. Hopefully we can hold in. McEachran, I don't want to take off. I need to preserve him for Saturday. They've pushed Bishop forward more. We've got a corner here. Can we exploit the near post? They've absolutely crowded the box. Flanagan's there, off the bar. Oh my god, it's all over the show. Off the bar though. They're absolutely crowding out the near post. That's something like this time not much. Shipley then to outswing it. Got two men on near post. So clearly Flanagan's there. Bishop going for it. Pierrick manages to shut that one up though. We are going to give Rob Street a little bit of a run out tonight. Do him some good. And Lukey boy can come on for a little bit as well. No problems for me there. Robinson fires one into the box. Need to be there. Don't give away anything stupid. Jackson gets it. We don't really pressure him. 26 needs to pull out faster. So that to close the space, and just didn't close the space down fast enough. Didn't push out. And it's a bit concerning that, considering we're playing a gegenpress system. We need to make sure that we are pressing that. I believe it goes to extra time. I didn't need this at all. Torre's been sacked, or didn't he not come out recently? That Talal bloke can say that he's backing the manager. We've only had him for a fucking month. Poor goal to concede. They had to go from range. I'm not bringing Dunkley on because he's useless. Let's bring fresh legs out on the flanks. So Shipley is absolutely goosed. We definitely need another winger in. Can Pierrick play out on the left? Why is none of my players fucking Travis? We're absolutely. We're gonna have to change the formation. Theo Knight can do that. I thought I had another striker on the bench, but he took him off. I guess we go with that. It's a bit lopsided, but it'll have to do. Diamond swings have got to be there. Pennington, Nosh, Pierrick, Winnie. Bishop's picked his pocket. That's a goal if I've ever seen one. Fluffed it. Absolutely fluffed it. Who the we can get in though? Because like we already know they've got no money. Like, you know, we already know they don't have a single penny to their name. I swear we had that left wing back left. Jesus Christ. Honestly, Cameron, you're so lucky the depth that you've got. Mine is Jack Diamond, the danger man. Pennington's got a decent ear. I definitely don't. Well, in more. I most definitely can't see them getting. It's a hoofball to Street. Oh, come on, Pierrick. You got to be there, lad. You are. Love it, lad. Put it inside. Rob Street is in. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's fucking marginal, that. Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, it's straight to Penos. Oh, God. Good God. I thought there were extra time. It's why I was making so... Why is Rob Street so shit at pens? Fuck it. You can have... You can go, son. Keep going. I'm proud of you, lads. We go to behind the goal. Goal mouth action. Oh, I mean, I'm just going to say, I'm not asked if I go out in it. It gives barely any money. We do hope we go through, considering I fucking just gridded. Bishop, a big player for them. Can't wait for the... I should have waited for it to go through. It's a good pen. It's good to know for the league, though, because, like, Lincoln aren't a bad side in FM, so... Brandon, lad, I brought you in from a Prem side. You're not... Premier League composure, that. Vernam. He don't look confident. He don't want it. Come on, lads. He does want it. They're in our division, but they have a very solid squad. We've got fake Jason Knight to take a pen. I just don't have any good set piece takers. Oh, what a pen! What am I talking about? Oh, it's getting down. He's just took one. I swear he just took one. Or is it a similar name? Come on. Genau. I only put 5 penny takers on it as well. I didn't care about the ones after that. I'm going to be knackered. We got to let my goalkeeper sick for something like that. Come on, more. Solid. Go on, Jordan. Poznan time. Robson. He's bloody hell. He's absolutely thundered that down the pipe. Rob Street in the middle of our street. Come on, lads. Big one here, lads. Oh, the composure there. Oh, he's done he did the bloody Jorginho there. Oakley Booth. Stoke City player. I think I'm on a permanent, or is it just a loan? Because, like I say, he's a decent little player from Stoke. Good career mode signing. Oakley Booth then has to score. Oh, I thought he had it. I thought he had it, man. Winchester. I thought he was going for a very short run up. Oh, what the hell. We're going to be... all the streams literally just going to be this penalty shootout. Sorensen then. I don't know if this is the Brentford Sorensen or it's another one, but... Oh, the Norwich one. I forgot there's a Norwich one. He steps up. Sorensen. The Dane. Passes it in. They're just like giving up now. They're just like passing it, going, oh, keepers, I've got McEachran and then Georgie boy, Chelsea prodigy. I don't know why he wasn't earlier in this. Right into the corner. Oh, I need picture. I put a tent up. I'm going to be pretty night. Get the sleeping bag out. Jack Diamond. Why is Jack Diamond so far down the list? You'd think he'd be like one of the first ones to take. Surely. Jackie Diamond then. He steps up. Oh, it's a shitter. And I'm through. There we go. We know that one counts this time. That was very special, lad. Very special. Oh, thank VAR. Pull it back. Let's have a look at some skills. Crew have knocked out West Brom. Way, dickheads. Like I say, lads, you just have to have cojones. You gotta, you know, the gritty was worth it in the end. Let's just have a look at the meltdown on Wigan Twitter as I wait for Cameron to advance so I can save the game. Honestly, I gotta say though, Colo Torre, it was one of those jobs where, like, I just don't understand why he went through it, because he was going to be under pressure. He had no budget. Loads of players want to leave. Who's Maloney? I know about Scott Maloney. That's who Nixon's saying's got the. That's who Nixon's saying that's the favourite. I definitely don't think though that we're in a position where we're gonna really see. Like Wigan down next year. I just like they've got no money. So let's like just be real with ourselves. They're not going to be in a position where they can actually get themselves, like, just buy themselves through like they did last time. They're going to be in a real tough position. Jessica is absolutely thrilled with the victory. As we still wait for Cameron to press continue. It's like the best thing about like network saves, you just end up waiting for people. Second round, I believe, that's when Prem sides come into it, if I'm right. So we could get ourselves a good little tie, to be honest with you. It would be preferable, to be honest with you. Because, like, that'd at least give us some money. But go out, I don't give a shit about the competition, but if we can get, like I say, like a Prem side, probably a bit of team money comes alongside with that, and that's good for Rouge. I want you to just message Cameron just in case he's on a call. So again, I'm just going to have a look at stream statistics. We're doing much better though today in terms of FM. There's not as much. Definitely not as much CPU usage, which is good. Because I think that's what's killing it. I think the CPU was just, because I split the cores up, so I think what was happening is that the Streamlabs were shitting the bed that it was sharing 4 cores with like Windows and Chrome and stuff. We'll have to remind Connor about that though, because I don't know what he uses. We can move forward and I can save. I get a feeling Cameron's probably on a call, which is understandable. But it's just something we want to do, like when Cameron's working but wants to play FM, I can just go about my business and stream. Just obviously, like I say, we need to look at Joel, but the fact he can play either flank does excite me pretty much. And like I say, we're in a position where we're not paying anything for him, so can definitely do well there. Let's just rest up the squad. Give them a day's break. So as you can see, neck and neck between me and Cameron. I've got Wickham, which does pose itself its own threats. As we do got ourselves a new physio in that we do need. Like I say, important for us this year is having good physios. We're playing a very intense system, and I really can't afford to have shit physios or not enough, because I can't have reoccurring injuries throughout the season. The Carabao Cup draw, we do view it. Cameron can actually watch it live on stream. But Prem sides are in it, so we have got, like I say, the potential. Stockport Derby, Fulham, Forest Green. It is the 5th round, so this could take quite a while. Like I say, if we can get ourselves like a big side, it's just dice. It's pretty decent. Neither me or Cameron coming out the hat so far. Peterborough, Oxford, Ipswich, Gets, Watford. Go on, give us a big draw. Oh, Preston, Blackburn, nice local derby. Won't mind Leicester. They get Wolves and I said another derby. It's not a derby. Reading get Villa, Southampton, Brentford. All the Prem sides are getting each other. What's going on here? Mansfield and Barrow. Portsmouth. Cameron's got a home tie. Newcastle, perfect for him. It's going to be I get like a League 2 side. I get Stoke, which isn't. Stoke's not terrible. The 22nd in the Championship, but like good squad. Will definitely be a good test for us. I don't give a shit, so probably do. But Portsmouth, Newcastle, really good tie that for Cameron. He's probably running around his room at the minute, screaming about all the TV money he's going to be getting for it. I'm going to look at, though, one thing that we do seem to be lacking a lot in this team is, like I say, a player who can play either side, wing-back wise, would be very helpful for us. No, not listed. Transfer. So we don't have much in terms of players. We're in a position there. He's not terrible. Like, let's just be. Jordan wants me to hydrate. I will oblige you, sir. Off the ball works pretty fucking good. The only issue I'm on is he can't play either side. I want someone who's capable of playing. Let's go any. We just need someone who's capable of playing either side. We've got Cammy Borthwick Jackson, again, struggling there. Because I can't keep loaning players is my issue. I don't know, Jeff. I think it's you, Connor. I'm really confused by the point. I'm really confused by my time. Let's say, bit of depth. Lincoln want a lot of money for him. Bobby Burns at Glentoran can, again, only play. Bloody hell, we love that. We do love that, to be honest with you. 11 to 16 aggression does terrify me. A little bit too angry for me. Wages quite a lot, so that's going to be an issue. I mean, I'm going to be very honest with you. Very, very honest with you. Yeah, I don't quite have 70 grand a week. Just literally do not have the money. No facilities for that. Poor and poor in this game. Like me in real life, no money. Ashby can only play on the right. Oh, this is a pretty hard one. Maybe I can go with a bit of experience here. 12-month contract would suit. He's out on loan, but Thistle. Got Jason Lowe, Jason Lowe, Josh Key. He'd be a bloody good signing. Really good signing. He'd be. Just in a position where, like I say, we just. A person called James Bolton, what a name. Any wing backs? I can cope with a wing back. I mean, Ronan Finn is an option, but you can't play left wing back, which is an issue. Really good natural fitness, probably not what we need, but. Is this. Maybe you play for Bolton? Oh, it's the Leeds one. Yeah, apologies about that. The mic does pick up half the fucking house. I don't know if you can hear. The thing is, the fact I've got my door shut and you can hear that. Pape Sori. Available on a free transfer. Would the boy be interested? He would be interested. I don't know how to do that. I can just offer him a trial. Offer a trial. You had a move around. What's going on in the background? Oh, I've moved my webcam over there. I have not a clue what I've done. Yeah, he's accepted his trial. Get a good sense of him, man. A 2-star player, but I think that on the bench does offer us quite a lot, and then I can get a junior affiliate just to send out that 16-year-old who's currently. I think he's worth punting on a 12-month deal, to be honest. £3,000? I don't think so, pal. You're not earning those fucking wages at my club. 10 games. Bollocks to that. I'm not signing you for that much money. Give £3,000 a week. You're for a fringe player. No, no, thank you. That's really unfortunate, that, because that would have been ideal for it. I'll move forward just so Cameron can get on with some stuff. This is our issue. I've got this guy, Davies. You know what? Davies might actually be a decent little signing for us. He could play left back, and we could potentially try and see if we can push him out, train him at left back as well. Only wants free. That's fine. On a 2-year deal, yearly wage rise, won't really want that in. Optional extension by the club. Do, however, want that in. That's a reasonable offer for me, to be honest with you. It's got a lot of potential. So could be pretty decent. Florian Hottie. It's a name. Got Big Max. Wanted from Bromley. This is the issue we've got, like, a lot of players that, but what he's offering us a lot of the time is literally just players who, we've got Andy Cannon who can just about play at left wing back. Oh my god, there's literally no left wing backs. Honestly, Papasore was really good for us, but he just so much in wages. A lot of money for it. Anyone have any suggestions? It'd be very much appreciated. Got Page, who I'm happy to offer a trial. Doesn't look awful, but can probably do a job for us, to be honest with you. Like, he's just backup at the end of the day. As long as he's good in the backup role, it's fine with me. Let's just see whether he'll take a fringe player at 12. See, right, 1500 is doable. I can at least get him down. When he takes 1.2, right. He'll be good enough. We just need to make sure the finances stay nice and steady. I don't know whether Cameron's just going to be going and just sign the exact same players that I've got, but hopefully not. Sander Parks. You need to be going out on loan, son. Yeah, I know you prefer to stay here, lad, but you need to go out on loan. You're not getting minutes for me. So Wickham then, tough little game for us. St Paul's United. Yeah, just go where you like, son. Let's say it'd be good for him getting some game time. Who's Cameron got? He's got Cheltenham away. Got Derby, you're a bottom. Alright, we've got Wickham, Derby and Ipswich, an absolute fun fest for tonight. absolute. Really not looking forward to it, but you've got to play everyone at some point, I guess. Let's just have Pennington definitely goes. Lewis Page, though. Like I say, there's a lot of like early teens, and then you got a few decent stats. So he could, like I say, do a job for us. Definitely the priority over the other lad that we've offered on a free transfer. I think if I can get Joel in from Arsenal and we can get Lewis Page in, I'd be very happy, to be honest with you. To be honest, we've got Charlie Catton, who doesn't look terrible. It's just annoying, like with what we've got here with Shrewsbury, because I'm not in a position where I really have a U21 side, so it's a very sparse squad I've got, which doesn't really help anyone. But the Chairboys are going to be a very tough challenge for us, especially away. Like, I can generally see it, like, tonight being me getting very limited amount of points, which doesn't really bode well for myself, but we can only hope. Lewis Page agrees. Well, I mean, Lewis Page can't play today, so I wonder if he agrees. Definitely will be getting him on the bench, though, as soon as he agrees his deal. Hopefully Joel does as well, because he'd be very good for myself. Wickham, like I say, it could be a tough one. Again, another side completely matching us up. Much changed from last year when we played with Bolton, where it was a lot of these really deep 5-backs that we were coming up against that were quite easy to exploit the this attacking third. So we might have to be a bit more patient with it, to be honest with you. We've got a chance early doors, though. It's slap back post towards Pierrick. He's got options to go back. He doesn't go back. Gets it back, though, luckily. DeCosta into... Oh, and Georgie's through. Oh, why are you not sweating that, lad? You had Tom free. I have noticed we are behind the goal, which is a bit of a strange one. We'll go TV just for stream. Not typically enjoy doing it. I usually do 2D, but... Oh, and Brandon's got a score. Have we not scored? Oh. He had to put that one away. He just... I don't know how he's not. We get a call, though. Sustain pressure from ourselves, which is good. Nurse in that area. They've got 2 players on him. We've got to potentially look at mixing it up. Like, maybe target the back with attacking corners. Cambridge enjoying themselves home to Exeter. As far as I'm aware of, I believe Cameron is still drawing as well. Lots of yellows coming in early doors. I say, we've got so many random players on our side. I'm very against changing stuff at the minute. We're having a solid game. Tom's not having the best of games. We'll see how he gets on in the second half, and then potentially Roberto can come on. Jordan Abita, bloody hell, he's been around the block, hasn't he? As long as we win this battle against Folks, I'm happy. They've changing it up. Not seeing too much difference from Tom in this second half, so Roberto is going to come on. I'm also going to make the decision to bring Matty Pennington on. Don't trust Che Dunkley anymore after his It's their turn to come forward. Got, like I say, zonal marking can be a bit questionable, so we've got to hope that we get this right. To Osm, we've not won the second ball. Kaikai's got the run of the... Oh, good save. We're a bit slow to push out, which, oh my god, what are we doing? Absolutely thump forward. But yeah, we're in a position where we don't really push out too fast, which is a concern to us at times. The cost is absolutely blowing at this point. Flanagan beautifully to touch down. I feel like we were in a position. Oh, Matty, lad, what are you doing, son? Really poor. I feel like what we're going to do... I don't want to do that. We're going to pull the tempo back. But we're going to focus the play down the flanks. Pull the tempo down slightly. Give them something to aim at. I'm going to push George forward and pull Winchester in. And we'll just put Winchester as that. And that type of... Just add a little bit more creativity to the team. Hopefully pushes Wickham further back. It's these corners, man. I can't fucking... It's just so weird. Like, George, you got to get that, lad. Slow to push out to these. Bloody hell, I would have been some way to win it. I probably should have made that change earlier just to put this issue. 0-0 against Wickham, though. A solid point away from home. I'll take that, to be honest with you. Aaron Wilbraham, by the way, if you're still here, John, I've got Aaron Wilbraham as my number 2. Oh, Cameron falling to what looks like unfortunate loss. Send assistant. Aaron, lad, you're going to enjoy yourself. Let's just have a gander at how he did. That one must hurt. An offside goal. Gave it really few chances. Not a very strange one. Very strange one. Ourselves, we dropped to 6th, which, like I say, we just need top half, second half of the season. For the season, so we are very much okay in that department. Let Pike get on. He's got himself a goal on his debut. That's pretty good. I just worry that he's not League 1 quality. I more so think he's more of a League 2 player. But early doors though, like I say, 7 points from 3. Two results were, like I say, if we just I'll just go to schedule to show you. First 2 games of the season, Morecambe and Accrington, 2 results you sort of expect. This one I was actually down to 10 men for the majority of it. I managed to shit out a 3-2. But we're in this position here of Derby, Ipswich. And to be fair, Bristol Rovers will probably give us a game. I need to get to this section here. Do fancy myself in September for having a good month. Even sort of start of October looks pretty nice and then sort of gets a little bit more scary. And November is not really too nice. Not looking forward to November. I'm just really annoyed about Pape Shwari, to be honest with you. He just fits so perfectly, but I just do not have £3 spare. Lewis Page, like I say, we've got to hope he can do his job. Played at Exeter last year, so like I say, it's a decent level of football for him. Played at Charlton. It's like, you know, he's had a decent little career for himself. He's not like he's... But it seems the things, like I say, seemingly hasn't really, since this Coventry loan, got all that much football, to be honest with you. Mostly in that last year in League Two, getting a lot of his football, but we're... And then Harrogate, I believe they were in League Two. Yeah, so he's played, like I say, the last few years at League Two, which I know is a bit hypocritical because I said that I don't want Pike because he's a League Two player, but like I say, so it'd be solid squad depth for us. I mean, Pike going out on loan, given the fact that we are struggling quite heavily on the flanks, perhaps is an issue, but something that we can definitely deal with. One thing I do want to change though is I feel like the near post corners just aren't really. I feel like something in 6-yard box really is going to be something that. But I do definitely want Tom there, just to have that option. Then we've got, should be Pierick, shouldn't it? Yeah, Pierick to run in the side. So you definitely, that area of the pitch becomes like a very attacking area. So there we are gonna again 6-yard it. Tom moves into the middle, and then we've got Winnie who can come in at that far post run again, just to put that pressure on the keeper. But no, like I say, I'm quite happy. Derby's an interesting one, to be honest with you. They're off the bottom with a point. I don't know who they had. They had a point against Barnsley, but seemingly struggling against the bigger sides would be abundantly clear to me there. So probably is going to be a tough challenge for ourselves, I'll say. A lot of fixtures though, that's just the thing that like fucking terrifies me. A gegenpress system. It worked with Bolton because I had like a 20-man squad to choose from. With this, it's pretty much like probably about 15 players that are actually like of use, and I don't have many attackers. So I do hope that Joel is up for it, to be honest with you. Don't know why it's wanting De Costa to get dropped. Probably easier if I do it this way. System we want to see how they're setting up. So it's a very interesting system. It's a 5-back that's going to mean that this space in the middle isn't available, which isn't too much of an issue for us, to be honest with you, because we're in a position where it's the McEachran sits here, so it's more so going to be Smith that's going to be on him. What, Jason Knight? But Craig Forsyth not got the most amount of pace. He's against Brandon, which could be decent for us. Brandon should be able to, as we do get Pagey through the door, which is good, that, because it does mean that the C signing, that makes a bit of a nothing sign, isn't it? Squad registration, most definitely, we are signing him up because, and a squad number, it just adds a lot on the bench for us. It can be number 2. Because who is it? It's Cade, in it. Cade's just absolute fucking shambles. And Pagey comes on. And like I say, that just adds a lot more to our bench now. We're it's a lot stronger, the bench. Not a massive signing, but a signing that we needed. I can't, like I say, just have a lot of 16-year-olds on the bench. In the big games, I need players who I can bring on who are just going to give me that solidity. That's definitely one thing which I do think. Let's see. see who Cameron's got. Tactics schedule. Cambridge at home, so definitely, I say, like, he's got a nice little run going on. And then, like, next month seems like he's sort of got the month I've got. He's got quite a lot of tough fixtures. Obviously, he's the first one of us to play against Bolton. Let's see what we're doing. Any more audience? I mean, this is what I'm saying. It's one of these type of players that we needed, to be honest with you. Just a player, like I say, to come in who can play either front. Who's Richard Bryan? Bringing a lot of fucking fullbacks in, aren't they? I mean, a bit confused by that. I let Carty go out on loan. Player I might keep an eye on, Carty. Carty looks pretty fucking good. His strength is piss poor, but everything else is looking really solid, to be honest with you. Probably not in the first season someone I'd look at for Bolton, but Lower League 1, Season 2, someone like Carty coming off the bench, that's a real fucking good player, that. Real good player. He lacks anticipation. I mean, to be fair, it's League 1, it's fine. Completely fine. I've noticed though, like Rob Street definitely is doing decent. I'm trying to think who they had. They signed someone from Derby, I think. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of who they have. Yeah, that's fine, no worries. No worries, Cameron. I don't know if he's out on loan or not, but like, oh, so okay. Is it this guy? They had someone from Derby that I like the look. Plange. I think it's this guy, yeah. Luke Plange was who I was thinking of. I thought. But like I say, like, he looks a decent little player. Derby then midweek, a much tougher fixture. I'm expecting a loss here. Positive, this definitely happening. I think as well, like, we shouldn't like sort of kill ourselves. It's a slightly lower tempo tonight. We need to ensure we're playing, definitely being a bit more disciplined. But I am going to say that we definitely play down the flanks. If they're playing with fullbacks, they're going to want to get forward, who aren't that fast. We can definitely prey on that. Pagey boys on the bench, which is good for us. Big Danny boy gonna come on the bench as well. I definitely feel like that's probably much stronger. Like, I feel as if we can get in... I do feel like if I can get in a... just doing that for my OCD purposes. Like a winger, I feel like we're going to be a real solid position, to be honest with you. Joel obviously is that expectation. It's going to be tough though, like I say, like, it's a long season, and I need to make sure that the players are doing pretty well. Having Danny back is pretty good. He's a lot. He just gives a bit of a different option with to Tom. It's a bit more of a pressing forward, which can, if I'm in the game in the second half, can really might be a good position for us to start unlocking that defence. Could be a position as well that I can definitely pull Shipley off, put a Doy as a left striker, and then be in a position that we can sort of try and overload and test that defence a little bit more than what we have been doing. Whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to have a quick Twitty break. Here's a good thing with Connor, you can get away with doing this. I can't. I can't discreetly look at my phone. Do you want to see though if Bolton are making any changes? Bolton are after Cameron. Don't know if Cameron or Johnny, for you two are listening, but apparently we've been linked with Cameron Jerome as of now. He would be an experienced signing, an experienced striker, which he was on about. I'll put it in the group chat as well. Tell you what though, fucking hell. We'll say this, chat. Bloody hell. If you want anyone to buy a fucking ticket for anything, get Jordan to do it. Just above. Today against all odds managed to somehow get 8 tickets. When like the tickets sold out in like 7 minutes. I don't know how the fuck he managed that. Absolutely mental stuff. So how are they going? Jake Rooney. Oh, I've heard of Jake Rooney before. Jason Knight's definitely playing, so Tom Burkhausen terrifies me. Goldrick and Lewis Dobbin. Mendes lying on the bench. I would have thought they would have played him. Feels like it's a 3-5-2 what they're playing. Form does count. Under the lights at What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Meadow something. It's got a proper fucking weird name. Probably should know the name of the stadium. So Jason Knight and Burkhausen are playing. Trying to go over the top. Moore's going to have that McKecker. Come on, go on, lad. DeCosta's got Brendan. Oh, you need to start wide, lad. Coming inside too much. Bloxham should have that. McEachran, he's got a ball. And a ball on there. Go on. Exploit the flanks. I've told you to do that. You've got the pace on them. It's a good ball in. Oh, my God. Oh, it was offside. Anyway. Good delivery, though. It's good to see that we are exploiting the flanks, though. Burkhausen and Knight are going to both push really far forward, which puts a lot of pressure on Cashin, Rooney and Roberts, which is what we want. Oh, my shoulder. Blocks him. Ball in behind. Just needs to stay calm. The cavalry is arriving. There's a little shimmy. Max Bird's there. DeCosta's going to loop one towards Wildsmith. Oh, my arm. We're coming on to him though, which is good. It's definitely good to see. Flanagan's caught that. Bloxham's got him behind. Gotta be! Ah, fire in. Fucking hell. Do seem to be having a lot of the ball though, which is good. If you do, just bear with me with plugging in a charger. Go. No, Stan. Bloxham could have made a run behind there. Had the space. Space is coming. Knight's coming so far in field. Bloxham. McEachran, you got a ball on your lad. Just take your time. Oh, mistake from Bird. Oh my God, Bloxham, you've just done a fucking. Oh. Pompey have got one back tonight. Go on, Cameron. I said to Connor today that I was going to try and not swear as much. It's going right out the window. Me and football, not swearing, just do not go together. Gotta be careful there. That running behind there is definitely something that Dobbin's trying to exploit. Gotta watch it. Gonna try it there. He's gotta get that. It's gonna be 1-0. He's absolutely funded that over. A definition today in this game against Derby is just no one can shoot. DeCosta's open. Yeah. And then into Pierrick. Or into Bloxham. Out wide. Out wide, out wide, out wide, out wide. Well then. Drive, lad, drive. Drive. All that, Shipley. One in the box. Blocks them! Come on! Oh, just before half time as well. Needed that. Again, just gonna have a quick look at stream. Pretty good today. I've not dropped any frames, which is good. Not dropped any frames, which... Good ball by Shipley, and blocks him. Don't even have to really do much. Just right into net. Really good position it puts us in now. Good play by Shipley as well. Easy, lads. Easy. We're in the driving seat now. Dobbin turned on. Oh, you've left so much space there. Don't commit. Don't commit. Don't commit. Don't commit. Fuck's sake. 1-0. Oh, good save. Good save. We left a lot of space for Dobbin to run into, which really does piss me off. We do need to really watch ourselves there. Seems like they're probably lining up for running in far posts into an area. Pierrick needs to get there ahead of Dobbin. Stay on him. Don't give anything away. Oh, what are you doing, Pierrick? Get away with it. At half time then, we're a bit doing well. We're a lot further in this. Derby are coming into it around the time of our goal, so our goal came at a really good point. To be honest with you, that's good to know. Shipley's doing really well down that flank, so the question is, does Pierrick come off for a die in the second half? We don't like a kick-off highlight. Keep our own McGoldrick. Oh, Pierrick's in here. Just needs to have a bit of composure on him. We're in a decent position. Going down, this is why I say go down the flanks. When you're in a position where they're trying to crowd midfield out, it's good for us just to be in that position where we're not trying to invite that on. George can either go for it or... Yeah, Brandon out wide. I was about to say I'll go for it, but I think passing to Brandon would have been easier. Because Brandon would have been coming onto it rather than more of a floaty shot. The team's doing well. I'm reluctant to change the attack, in all honesty. Got to watch ourselves on free picks. Back post to Collins. Bloody hell. We just about avoid capitulation. Tell you what, you got an ideal view there, haven't you? Bloody hell. You're in that flat there, you can see half the fucking ground. Go on, Brandon. You do enough. Moore is getting a bit tired, so Pennington can come on. I think we just leave it for that for now. Let's just refresh it at the back. It does us good. Space becoming a lot more apparent, which is good. George, swing it, lad. Come on! Oh, what a fucking signing. That space just becoming so rich, to be honest with you. Easy to exploit. Oh, I'm happy with that. Like, if we just look at that, look at the amount of... Rooney, Roberts, and Forsyth. What the fuck? Why is no one there? All in a line. You've got no one in this space. It's so easy just to move into. Like, I don't know if that's the game engine doing that or that's that. But even you see here, Rooney and... I don't think I can... Rooney and Roberts are right on top of each other. And you see there, Max Bird, who's meant to be marking McEachran, loses it. And you've got about a good 8 or 10 yards there just to exploit. Come on, McEachran, like I say, it's what I was saying about the Pierrick chance before. He comes onto it. So he doesn't have to absolutely well it. He can just place it into the corner. No, we're definitely good there. Bloxham's had a good game, but I definitely want to give Danny a bit of a run out, to be honest with you. And Lukey Boy can come on as well. Easy stuff there. Pretty good though. 2-0 lead is pretty good. Penny, lad. I don't want you doing anything stupid. Brandon is coming pretty deep, but I feel in a game like this, he sort of needs to. Still in the position, right? You need to get out your feet. Go on. I say Forsyth's been a little bit more guarded comparatively to what we saw with Burkhausen, is there? Forsyth just coming out wide a bit more, not to give Pierrick that much chance. But DeCosta's first chance for an overlap. Keeper spills it. McGoldrick there, but we do have a chance out wide for Nurse. We'll be tempted just after this, just to see what we can do with potentially bringing on our new boy. Adoy's in! Oh, you've let it drop, son. Pagey can come on. Have a good bit of a run out. 20 minutes in the locker for him are going to be good for him just to get up to match speed, to be honest with you. Like I say, we're playing a pressing system. It's quite a lot on. Lukey boy swings one in. Back stick while Smith is there. It's a very compact system that Derby are playing. It's swung up to no one. Keeper's having a bit of a stroll out, which I don't quite like, to be honest with you. Matty's going to swing one forward. Adoy on. Shipley's got it to run on. It's tight angle. It's a tough one. Pierrick is absolutely goosed. I have no more substitutions. Absolutely brilliant. Lukey again, though, with a corner. Swings one towards Matty. Keeper's fumbled. Okay. We'll take it. A Max Bird own goal. 3-0 to the Salops. Comedy of errors from Derby there. So his swing it in is absolutely congested. I don't know what on earth's happened there. There's pinball in the box. You never get a good situation when it's pinball. Cameron unfortunately finds himself behind against Cambridge. Winchester. He's got a Doy forward that can pick out. He can have a crack, to be fair. He's got a bit of time. Oh, he's got the sweat on. He had the crack. I did say to him he could have the crack. It's fine. Corner though. Derby struggled to deal with the 6-yarder corner tactic that we just set up. Lukey boy on again. I say he's not as many men committing to the middle. But again, Wildsmith just isn't up for it. She's good for us. Pagey, lad. Come on. Nice early game. I don't want a mistake in you. Good lad. Unlucky. Right type of ball. Just nice. Just a bit too far up his Lukey boy's arse. Oh, come on! Bloody stupid goal to give away. 3-1 up on that. Taking any chances. Right, I've told you to calm down, lads. Just calm down. I've not got a hoofball on. Stop hoofing it. Pass through the middle. Shippy, you're free, lad. Keeper's giving him half the goal to him at 4-1 to the lads. Go on, up the Salops. Oh, he's got a bit of bell. I will bow back to you. 4-1. Considering I had Derby down, but this is an absolute beautiful one. Lukey boy spots the pass, times it perfect. I didn't think he did. Shipley takes it so far wide, but what the f... Wildsmith's going, oh, good goal, mate. Oh, what a calamity. Oh, go on, Cameron. Well in, lad. 4-1. I definitely take that. That is a monumental victory against us, against a really tough side. Really, really tough side. And that's an absolute brilliant performance from us. Start to finish. We await Cameron to be finished, but like I say, pretty decent there. Tough fixture though. I've got Ipswich coming up. I don't think it's Ipswich next, which is definitely going to test my tactical. Yeah, Ipswich next. Going to test me this. Definitely going to test me. I'm up for it though. I'm enjoying myself. Why do you get on, Cammy? 2-2. What a game. Bolton 3-0. 20 goals, 20 goals. Back here you go. Play football the Bolton way. 20 goals, back at your goal. 69. Yeah, look at this, Cammy. Look at that for a performance. I do love the fact I've got 4 goals off 1.7 XG. What do you call it? Shippers having a brilliant game, yeah, lad. You're absolutely brilliant, lad. The rest of the players for Ipswich, very important game, so it is going to be important that they do pretty well. Started to feel a lot better with the bench. We definitely had a lot more, like, the ability to bring Page on that. I felt like we just had that solidity. What do I think of your new signing? I shall have a look now at who you've signed. Transfers. Ooh. Richie Stearman, eh? I do rate that, to be honest with you. A nice bit of experience. I mean, agility and pace doesn't really like come into effect, but that's a really good experienced pro you've got there. Like, if you ignore a few of the physical, like that's like a really high level defender, to be honest with you. Pretty decent. I mean, £3.5 grand. I mean, it's nice for some to be able to pay that much, you know, in wages. I'm stuck here being like 1.1k is my maximum ceiling I can pay a player. Definitely, like I say, Shippers doing well. He's quite young as well, Shippers. That's quite good. Where have they got him from? Coventry. Like I say, really decent little player, that. 4k up front, 4k. It's not too bad, to be honest with you. Like I say, I mean, for a player who, like I say, is probably just going to be like giving you like the ability to mentor the youngsters really well. It's really decent. I don't know if you saw or not, Cameron, but if I just wait for it to come through, I have got myself Lewis Page as a backup. Like I say, it's only a free. It's not there to, like I say, be first team, but it's just like more of a solid option to come off the bench. Joel definitely does appeal to me, to be honest with you. 9 to 16 dribbling. His finishing is piss poor, but what I'm Winchester, yeah. Him in that deep lining role is just really good, to be honest with you. Like, is a player as well that, like I say, just offers me the, like, because he can play in quite a numerous amount of positions. Alright, this is going to be a fucking ball ache to figure out. So it's a 3-4-3 with 2 shadow strikers by the look. So it's going to be a very... The fullbacks aren't really going to get as pressured. But like I say, Lee Davis is definitely attacking. What's this lad like? He's a bit more balanced, so perhaps it's probably Lee Davis' side that we're going to be looking to exploit, I'd imagine. I don't know who St. Paul's United are, lad, but enjoy yourself out and look. Oh, Shrewsbury get. This is what I'm talking about, lads. That's what I'm talking about. Good little winger to come on the bench. Like, it's not, like I say, it's not the finished article, but it just adds that little bit more. I do feel bad for Rob Street, who's been playing pretty well, but considering, like I say, you can play in quite a numerous amount of positions, it just gives me a little bit more versatility off the bench more than anything. But looks pretty good. Finishing a 10 is in here. By no means is the finished article, but definitely on a season-long loan will do us the world of good. Pape, Suarez and Foxtrot can be coming to us. But I'm quite excited by that signing, to be honest with you. like I say, a 19-year-old a lot to prove. He's been out long before. He's not. So it's like I say, it's going to be his first actual look in at proper football. And first in football even. I'm liking this as well. On GPU encoding, we haven't dropped frames today, which is good. I'll just have to remind Connor if he streams that I've switched it. Because like I say, I've got a decent GPU, so it's easier for me to swander it after. I feel like I've absolutely killed the wage budget. We've got Davis coming in as well. Davis on the bench makes a lot of sense to me, to be honest, as we wait for this. I feel like Dunkley comes off, to be honest with you. Because Pagey, for me, can probably do a job out there. But Jez looks pretty solid. Can play as a ball winner and as a right back as well. I'm taking that as a free transfer, to be honest with you. Where are you, son? Where's Jezza? 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 Oh, am I gonna have to go forward today? Where's Jez? Where are you, son? Move to senior squad. Up you come, son. There it is. Thing is, because Lukey Boy comes good. I feel like it's Dunkley that comes out, to be honest with you. Like I say, a lot of trust in you from me in this save, but nah, he's did was a little inside forward. This is probably going to be the first loss of the season, to be honest with you. Jez, what number can we give you? 21, that seems like a nice one, and you can be 12. So 2 young signings, Jez and Joel. So it's like having fun. I don't want them too stressed out about this game. It's a game that we're not expected to win, to be honest with you, so we should be fine. They're obviously going to boss possession. There's no questions about this. It's just the corners that we need to exploit of this given a penalty. Yeah. I wonder why the game stuttered. Not what I need for early doors. Come on, Mari. Go on, lad! Have that, Connor Chaplin. Right, we need to make sure that we don't just hand it to him again. Zonal marking. It's back stick. Keepers can walk. He's got that though, which is all I want. That was a good save. Right. They are beginning to have less of the ball, so I need to drop the tempo just so we can get our toes on the ball a bit more. Got Keo. The thumping it forward more should get on the end of this, to be honest with you. He didn't need to hoof it. We're in a position there that we really didn't need that. Harness, pacing behind. Nurse has got caught lacking there. Quixote. They're just trying to pump it in behind, which aren't right. Georgie, you've got a bit of composure there. I wanted that. Right, Brandon, lad, you got pass through. No, nice. Winnie, out wide. George spots it. Shippers in not a good position, but makes something out of his strength. Into Nurse. Tan it across. Block, so come on! Come on, lads. Like I say, just our drop in tempos just allowed us just to not be rushing it as much, which is just sort of helped us. Really good by Shipley. I thought it might have been a foul. Nurse finds the byline and blocks him unmarked. Absolute love to see it. 1-0 to the Salops. That top of the league. Oh god. I can't see this exactly staying, to be honest with you. You're under immense amounts of pressure. Pulling the tempo down though has really made it a bit more of an even game, to be honest with you. You're not running, we're not letting them have the ball and just trying to pressure them. We're just keeping the ball ticking over. Edmondson, good defender. I feel like they're trying to exploit a ball in over the top. That's what they're trying to push about. I wouldn't be surprised if Keogh does try a ball over. Got a player there who's starting to come into a bit of space. Yeah, Connor Chaplin. Notice that one. Overload now here, though. That's unfortunate. DeCosta's been pulled in. 1-1. Oh my god, Harness has absolutely fluffed these lines there. Half time, though. Absolute wonderful first half from everyone there. Gotta say they're capable of better. I do think we are. Adoy as a pressing forward might be the shout second half. We'll give it sort of till the 65th minute just to see if anything happens. But I think that's the next logical thing for me to do. Chance for Burns. Keogh. Swing. They're swinging quite a lot, which I think leads more into us than them. We're getting a bit choppy here. Bloxham can get that under control. Burns, though, cuts it out. Unfortunate. Chrissy Walton pumps it forward. This is our bread and butter, though. We've got two very tall centre backs. Oh, don't get caught out! Don't get caught out! Oh, you silly sausage! Shouldn't have gone forward. Burns, he's gonna run forward again. Tall defenders doesn't threaten us that. On the counter now. Brandon's got a few options that he needs to pray, but Lukey blocks him in. Oh, he's through the legs and 2-0 up. What a game. Tactical know-how coming in clutch tonight as we've got the best seats in the house. I'm going to say that's the best one. The other side, you know, like I say, the roof of the stand's gonna, I think, gonna get in the way of things, but 2-0, that's a good little sign. Flanny is really struggling, so Pennington's going to come on. I feel like no Pierrick or Shipley's doing particularly well, so we'll bring Joel on for his pace. Pretty good, but let's get a free kick. Oh, oh, it's a tester that. DeCosta can come off and Jez can come on. Give DeCosta a little bit of a rest. We're starting to threaten a lot now. Ipswich don't know what to do. We've managed to, because like I say, it's not a tall side, so just me stepping off has just negated all that space that they're exploiting. Georgie, oh, that's beautiful, that lad. Oh, come on, Lee. Well, honestly, I'm pulling miracles off with literally literally not, change at the bottom of your jeans. That's 2-1. I was gonna say if you missed that, I'd be very concerned. But 2-1. Oh, it's been disallowed. Mark Harness can't stay on site. Save his life. Bloody hell! That's poor. That he could have been about 40 yards further deep, and it's still got on the end of it. Pennington's going to win that. He's not. Harness on the counter attack, but we've got enough at the back. George is going to do well there. Penny's got a cross. Yeah, could have swung it there. Brandon's going to get it now, though. Yeah, it's not terrible. Didn't really have much to aim at, but again, it's just thump forward. Ladapo won it, to be fair to him. Oh, it's a swing and half out wide. Can he put it into the corridor? It's sort of in there. Good little stuff. We're doing well though. They're definitely struggling to figure out how to combat the system I've made. Absolute fantastic. Tommy Boy at the double. I'm going to be surprised if I don't get an offer in January for him. An absolute brilliant stuff. Danny Boy weren't even needed in that game. Didn't really think him necessary to the system. Was very confusing, to be honest with you. It was exploiting me with the with how fast I was trying to play the game, but they just didn't seem to react the minute that I told them to slow the game down. Plus 2 games now in a row that we have at home got 2 really good results, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, it's going to be short-lived, but the fact that after 5 games we're top of the league and we've played some really good teams, to be honest with you. Like, a draw away at Wickham is still a good result. It's definitely got Cameron in. How did Cammy Boy get on? Another draw. I am definitely going to be happy there. Like I say, we didn't see too much of Joel when he came on, but I think obviously it's early doors for him. So we're going to be in a position with that we're definitely going to have to just be patient with him. Just rest up the boys for a day. But I think now, schedule-wise, we're looking pretty good. We've got Stoke. Bristol Rovers did get a draw against Cameron, so we are going to be in a position where, like I said, they could be giving us a tough tie. Stoke, I'm less bothered about it. Players like Joel, Danny, Jez, more likely to get minutes in this. Even Matthew Pennington. I don't want to change the team too much, but I do want to give certain players a bit of respite ahead of Bristol Rovers. But like I say, that's a different game, that, to be honest with you. If they score the penalty, it's a real uphill battle for us. I think them missing the penalty and me just picking on the tempo issue definitely did help us there, which is good to see. I think stream-wise, I'm probably will literally just play Stoke and Bristol Rovers, and I'll get myself off. To be honest with you, at least off stream. Probably still carry on playing FM on camera. But yeah, we're doing pretty well, to be honest with you. If you look at, just have a review of the stats. I'm not, like I said, looked into it all that much. You can see how we made the best out of little possession. But to be honest with you, you look at the possession stats for Ipswich, 80% passing accuracy. It's just not good. They just didn't seem to cope with us in terms of the like I say, standing off them. They were trying to play too much these fancy over the top, so it just weren't working. I mean, the XG is pretty much fairly matched in that. It should have really been a 1-1, but I'm not complaining, to be honest with you. The type of goals we score aren't going to be ones that are high XG chances. I can only really think of probably Accrington, where Accrington we had a decent XG. I know against Morecambe I don't think we did. I feel like I FDM'd them. Yeah. So like I say, it was a very cagey affair, that. But I feel I've definitely got the squad a lot more close to how I want it, to be honest with you. How did Jolie get on? He got a 6.8, to be honest with you. She's done alright. And then Jez. Obviously, Jez is an interesting one because I brought Jez on in a position that isn't his natural one. So we are going to be in a position where that is definitely going to cause a little bit of issues. Can I afford you? Comes in part-time, but we'll do as good. Like every little bit of advantage I can get for this squad, it means the more I can get out of the team as a whole. So like I said in the first start, coaching is very much important to us. It's a very interesting top 6 to be honest with you. Shrewsbury, Ipswich, Posh, Cheltenham, Fleetwood and Forest Green. It's not exactly what you'd call. I just can't believe Derby are struggling so much, to be honest with you. Like, go there, like I say. 4-1 loss to me. And then a 2-1 loss to Fleetwood on the weekend. A very late goal coming from Jimbo Garner. I'll tell you what, if I lost blocks on me, he'd be a fucking decent little replacement, to be honest with you. Yeah, genuinely, it's really confusing that how poor that start for Derby is. It's even like they're playing a poor tactic, to be honest with you. It's like for me on my honest opinion, I think it's just like playing plays like Jason Knight out of position. Like Sibley's not playing, which like is a good like technician for the side. Burkhausen's not really playing. So Barkhausen, not Burkhausen. Mendes Lang as well. Honestly, they've got so much talent, Derby, that it's very confusing. I feel like, I guess... Oh no, Bielik's out, isn't he? He's out on loan. I guess you got the injuries to Curtis Davis and James Chester, which I guess won't be helping them, to be honest with you. Won't be happening at all. I don't even have scouts set up. Eachly already want Jez on loan. I'm gonna break their hearts and say no. But he's a very solid player, all things considered. Like at fullback. What do I play? I think it's wing back support. I think I play. Like I say, he's got the mid to he's got 10s in every attribute that besides concentration does scare the living daylight out of me, but our ability to get players from like the likes of like Spurs and obviously Chelsea with McEachran and Palace with Pierrick's gonna help us significantly in our ability to actually have sellable assets. Because Cameron, he's got a lot bigger of a budget, so it allows him to sort of have these players that are going to really, let's say, have decent value. No, it's not the Thompson I was thinking of. Garcia on loan. I was chatting with him. Everton. Nicely stuffed. You could have said to me, Cameron, if you can hear me, that bloody Denver Hume was on loan. I would have taken him on loan instead of getting Page. We got Papa John's Cup time. Look at that, we love it. Super Geffy's on Team of the Week, love that. It's against Stoke. So, like I say, Dan the man comes in. Luke, who's definitely deserved himself a start, comes in. We said we start Jez. I'm gonna try Jez. No, not Buddy Page. We tried Jez at left back. Sorry, right back. Tommy Boy comes out. Pennington instead of. I want to say give Flanagan a bit of a rest. Joel to give Shippers a rest. And I will have Rob Street on the bench. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. I don't think we do too much else. Like I say, I don't want to be tinkering with the side all that much. I say, oh fucking hell, time. We do need to bear in mind we don't really care about this. Early days in the season, the League Cup is more of a hindrance more than anything. You don't get much money for it. You don't, we are playing like every week twice, which just leaves us little room to rest the players properly. FA Cup's a different story though. The FA Cup's a really good source of revenue for us. Especially in the position that we're in, we don't have that much in terms of sponsorships, so that's going to be very important for us. To be honest with you, I might actually do this game as my final one, just because I do sort of want to eat my tea, but I do feel a bit weird eating my tea on stream. Let's wait for Cameron. I should have another look. Yes, it's definitely, like I say, the oh, fuck, pins and needles in my feet. It's definitely, like I say, FM is definitely a case of it struggling when it's encoding from the CPU rather than the GPU. The GPU, it seems completely fine. So I will bear that one in mind. So, well, they're playing a very strong lineup. They're definitely not taking it too. They're definitely taking it seriously. Tough challenge then at the Britannia. It's going to be a very one-sided game on this. I'm not giving them much room to maneuver into. Looks like they're trying to exploit Nurse. We just need to, like I say, be careful with it. Good switch into Jez. Newcastle are tiny everywhere they go. You're parking the bus for night for rest at Gateland. The Jordans are tiny everywhere they go. Danny boy, bloody. Go on, Joel. Have a run. Well then, get out your feet, out your feet, out your feet. Lad. Go on, Danny. Oh. Go on, Brandon. Good delivery. George, come on, lads. Up the George. Cameron's dog is doing absolute wonders for me in midfield. Couldn't clear the lines. Brandon does well, picks the right place, and George just absolutely just sweep it home. Love it so much. My dad's still got the heat on. Jesus Christ. Heating's literally been on the entire time I've been streaming. It's very uncomfortable, like stream when you've got a radiator on right next to you. Brandon's got the space. Danny needs to get in the box though. Well, Jez, good delivery, lad. Joel, come on! It's lagged out my FM, but go on, Joel, lad. Jez and Joel. Good little move from us, that. Good little move. Was concerned at Danny being quite far out. Brandon, good composure just to get it back to Davis. Lovely delivery, and Joel times his run to perfection. Joel there to sweep it home, and the Arsenal loanee, I say, giving us a nice 2-0 lead. A lead I don't really want. Really don't want myself in. Stoke being limited throughout this game so far. I say they got a full team. Still show ourselves. We can hold up to ourselves. Danny Boy's got it. Lukey for oh, Joel's onto it. Oh, unlucky lad. Unlucky. We're doing well for ourselves. Lukey boy to swing. Moore's there. Oh, seconds, lad. Seconds. Good. Go on, Brandon. Have a pop, lad. Have a pop. Come on. We've got the pressure on him. We're on the pressure on him. Here's what I love to say. Lukey boy swings in. Deadly delivery. We've found that one out against Derby. Can swing for days. Into the back. Dujon to clear. Lukey boy's back onto it. Not pressing us. He's good. Referee. Go on, Lukey. That's to Brandon. Swings one back. Danny boy. Not Danny boy. Joel. Go on, Brandon. Got an option. Got an option. Out wide. Out wide. Nice one, lad. Go on, Nurse. End of the move. Good player from us, though. Good, solid play. I'm really enjoying it. We've been playing really well for ourselves. Like, we really exploit... Like, their wing backs are really struggling against Joel and Brandon, which I really am... I am liking. To be honest with you. Both wingers were goal involvement today as well. Something that I was definitely concerned about when I picked a wide formation for a team that can't really play that. But, no, they're doing really well for themselves. Fielding going long. A lot of space in behind, so we've got to be careful of that. That's easy. Go on, Jez, lad. Nice and easy. Morosi. Out wide into Jez. We love that. Oh, stop lumping it. Oh, for God's sake. See, it's just the issue on this. Seconds, good. Go on, Danny. Go on, Joel. Drive at him. Drive. Go on, lad. Go on. Go on. Have a pop. Have a pop. Unlucky. Early days in second half, but we are very much exploiting them on the counter attack. Poor play though from Nurse though. At the back, weren't happy with that. Lukey's putting it into a good area. It's pinball. I think it's like I say, Jez is doing really well for himself. For a not naturally gifted, that's a good ball into Joel. That's going to catch them out. Space is sort of gone. He's got it back though. More back stick. Oh. Cross it to cross with your head. Field into pump long. I say, is there a thing with FM this year with 5 backs that just don't give? Lukey boys come in there, defender caught napping. You got a goal. Oh, bloody hell. I say I'm sort of in a position where I don't really want to change anything. Doing really well. Danny boy's gonna come off. We are gonna give Roberto Street a bit of a running out. Just to keep the loonies fresh. Joel's going to pick it up. Lukey boy is there. More, not really the person. Not really the person I want shooting, to be honest with you. Took a nick though. Doing decent for ourselves. It's been a third would definitely kill it, which would be good. Perry, come on! Oh, I bloody spoke it into existence. Oh, what a game. What a game. Absolute wonderful delivery. I don't know. 5 foot. He's like 5'9". He's out players that jumping out. He's out jumping 2 centre backs, but I'm not complaining. Most Springer. Go on, Brandon, lad. He absolutely snaps into that one. I can't really say I enjoy that. On Tuesday, I'm much. Oh, more, lad. What you doing? Bloody hell. You don't let those types of balls drop. Decent streak. Done well with it. Didn't think you were going to get onto it. Nah, you should have put it into... Buddy. You had a chance to play into Brandon there, lad. Got you get your head up a lot quicker. Winchester. Pierix there. Going to get second bite of the cherries, not. Brown absolutely does more for pace. Not much to aim at. Well, I think the keeper saves it. Good little play from us. I'm enjoying it. The fact we're only in the 58th minute is absolutely immense. It's a very intense game. I want to say that's every day of the week. Not going to be struggling there. Moore is struggling, so I am gonna put. Do we put Flanagan on there? No, I'm trying to give Flanagan a rest. Let's put Dunkley on. So as well give Page a run out. And put switch wings. And put Shipley out wide. Trying to feed it into Campbell. Campbell's done him on the half turn, which isn't ideal. Lots of space. Brown was coming. The space definitely comes in towards the end. Aidan Flint, it's just a punt. He's not got there. He's just let him spin. But the gap that started to come on there. Who's number 6? Moore. I mean, he is tight, so I understand. But he's left so much of a gap, and he's. Yes, I do want to. He's left so much of a gap in this area that it's just hard for us there to stop them exploiting it because they just overloaded us in that area. Very much what we did to Derby. We just overloaded in that area, in that pocket, and just didn't track it properly. Winchester. No, Shipley's won it back. I love that. Go on, have a run, son. Have a run. You got fresh legs. Dirty bastards. Oh, George, love that. Street! Come on. Oh, it's a good one, that. I hope they get a bloody yellow card for that tackle. Dirty shots. Shipley was absolutely crunched here. I say we get quite lucky with the fact that it does fall to George. Brilliant pass by George, and Street just firing it near post. I think the keeper got a mitten on it, but 4-1. Goals galore. I feel like Stoke haven't rotated a lot. They've got a lot of tired legs. We are going to give Lukey Boy a little bit of a chance to rest his little legs. He's ran a good shift. 90 minutes, 4-1. So if we're in the hat, I'll more than happily do the draw, and then we will call it for a very good stream. Unbeaten, to be honest with you, considering the fact that I've not... what I say, I don't think many people would have expected me to actually have won that game, so very happy with myself there, to be honest with you. Be interested how Cameron's gone, whether he's managed to hold out against the Geordies or not, but we shall see. Let's wait. I feel like when Connor puts this onto YouTube, it's going to be fun, just all the big pauses where I'm having to do filler. Yeah, the draws there has... Oh. Ooh. I mean, it's Premier League opposition, so it's what you expect. He's actually fairly in that... I mean, XG-wise not, but like he's managed to keep it fairly even. And he's also managed to injure Bruno Guimaraes, so... I'm sure Cameron's... happy with himself at really not a good player. Not terrible form, to be honest with you. Obviously, like I say, the Cheltenham defeat probably a bit of a annoyance to him, but in the grand scheme of things, like, you know, still doing pretty well. Obviously, ourselves somehow unbeaten so far this season. Don't know what's happening. But I say, Cammy Boy's still in it. 8 points. Winning his next game, and he's right back up there. I believe the third round as well is when we get into a situation where European Premier League sides come in. So we do have the chance this time of getting a real big tie, which is really next week is really going to test my football manager knowledge. We'll wait on Cameron though, and then, like I said, I'll do the draw and then see what Cameron wants to do. Aaron Wilbraham is happy with victory. I am as well. It's going to be interesting this, because from what we're getting told, they're going to try and match us up, which does cause all sorts of issues for us, to be honest with you. Tell you bloody what, he's a decent little player, him. Decent lad. Can't sign him now, but what I say, it's not a terrible player. Who's they got him from? They've got him from Leicester. Leicester on a free transfer. Looks a good player. Oh. Do be waiting a little bit for Cameron before we can do ourselves the drawing in stream. Didn't realise that though. Arsenal got Joel on a free from. I actually wouldn't really have thought that they would let him get away with that, but no, I've been impressed with Joel so far. I do genuinely think, like, us getting McEachran on a free was just the real confusing one, to be honest with you, because he's been absolutely outrageous in the league so far. Whether we can finish with my deadline day, I don't know whether Cameron's gonna. Like I say, Jez though, it's been a really good find for us, and I think if we were to lose, let me just reset up the team as to how it should be. But like, if we look at ourselves there, like, we're in a real solid position there. I say, like, real well, however, just remember just to rest the players up, because do need us all. I need to keep an eye on Joel as well. I can't be giving him a massive amount of football. Joel probably to come out for Shipley for that one. Spurs Ipswich, so they got themselves a fun game. Come on, give us Liverpool. Oh, what a game! Oh, I spoke it in again. Oh, I do love that, to be honest with you. Us versus Shrewsbury, versus Liverpool, and what a game. Has it come into the schedule when I've got that? But yeah, it's not for a while, is it? But yeah, I'm not too sure what time I'm going to be coming back, just because of the fact that, like I say, me and Cameron played this off stream as well, so I'm in sort of a position where I can't really do that with him. But what I'm going to do though is I'm going to get myself off and go and make myself some tea, because I'm very hungry. Thanks to everyone who's come by. I really do appreciate everyone who comes in. Like I say, it's effectively me playing a spreadsheet game, so you know it's nice seeing everyone drop by. Alright. Hope everyone has a very good evening. Can't stream Sunday, so I'll see you next Thursday. And until next time, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Peace.